I'm here in Austin with the brand new Lexus TX. Let's take a look at it. So the Lexus TX is brand new to the lineup. They have not had a TX before. And what is this? This is a 3-row SUV that is based on the Toyota Grand Highlander. So this is essentially a Lexusified version of the Grand Highlander. And what's cool about this is the third row has actual usable space that real humans can sit in. So here's what the third row looks like. I could just climb right in here, but I'm not going to because these lovely ladies might step in here. But this is actually very, very practical if you've got a large family. And behind the third row, you've still got about 20 cubic feet of storage space or so. So this is a unibody construction. This is on the GAF platform. And let's take a look at the inside here since there's nobody in front of me right now. So if you saw my Grand Highlander videos from Hawaii, this is going to look kind of similar, but this is much more luxury looking than the Grand Highlander. So I don't know if this is going to turn on. We got a 14-inch display here, which is the Lexus connected system, and you can get Mark Levinson audio in all of the different trim packages, which in fact this one does. And these speakers sort of has a really cool way that they sort of jut out from the panel on the door. We've got a 12.3-inch driver display up here, and we've got a really nice interior with some really nice material, sort of a suede kind of material here. These seats are heated and ventilated, and it looks like we've got some real leather. These are quite comfortable. These are definitely nicer than the seats that were in the Grand Highlander. And over here, we've got a number of different powertrains. We'll step outside and talk about those in just a second, but it says all the nice Lexus touches in here. Ooh, look at that. That is very, very nice. Much more luxurious than the Grand Highlander, which I thought was a little bit decontented until you get up to the higher price ranges. So let's take a look at the back seat. So the second row, we have two options in the second row. Either got the sort of captain's chair style, which also have this very nice material, and you can get one that has sort of a bench seat. But what's cool about this actually comes out, and it makes it easy to climb into the back seat. So actually, let's take a look at that. We'll just climb back here and see how easy or difficult it is to get back here. And you know what? It's not bad. So I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9". I've got still got some headroom here, and I've got a decent amount of knee room. So it's actually pretty easy to get back in here. So you can legitimately fit 6, 7, 8 adults in here if you get the bench row here, but I think this is actually a better way to go. I think 7 passengers is quite plenty. That's not the only way to get back here. You can also pop this down with this. So they have some numbers here. So it's 1, 2, 3, and there you go. You can get in the back. Let's talk about the different powertrain options. So this is going to have 3 different powertrains. Let's see what's under the hood. This is probably the base powertrain. So it comes with a 2.4 liter engine, turbo base, which makes, I think, about 275 horsepower. So it's a plug-in hybrid is going to be a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 that's going to give you up to 33 miles of EV range alone and 409 horsepower. And let's talk about the design aesthetic that we have going on here with this new spindle grille, which sort of looks very much like a Cylon, I think. So instead of having little small elements, they've gone with the sort of wider design aesthetic, which sort of reminds me of the earlier spindle grille. And what I noticed also is that this body language here, the headlights really follow what we have in the brand new Prius. We have this sort of inverted check mark here, and it flows into the centerpiece, which tell me that doesn't look a lot like the new Prius. I think it really does. And the whole thing looks very sort of futuristic, I would say. We have a pretty aggressive lower area here, 2 lower slats, and got some little LEDs in here too. So of course the headlights are LEDs. This comes with 20-inch wheels. These are the optional 22-inch wheels, and this is going to have a number of different trim levels, going all the way up to the 500H Plus, which is going to be the plug-in hybrid. We don't have any pricing yet on this. Expect it to be somewhere above the Grand Highlander, probably add 10 grand, something along those lines. This is going to be released, available at dealers sometime in the fall, and the plug-in hybrid is going to be sometime probably a little bit later, probably in early 2024. So this is in fact the F Sport here. And one thing that I'm a little bit surprised is that this does not get adaptive dampers. In other words, the shocks, springs, all conventional, so nothing adaptive in here, which I think is a little bit surprising considering that typically or frequently in a Lexus product you do get adaptive dampers. And one of my complaints about the Grand Highlander in terms of ride quality was I thought it was not the best on imperfect surfaces. Once you got on the highway, had some bumps. I thought the ride quality really could have been improved. It was very good at low speeds, very good in the city, but on the highway I thought it wasn't that great. So hopefully they've been able to do something here to make it a little bit better. I suspect they have, because after all this is a Lexus product. And I expect they're going to sell a heck of a lot of these. This essentially replaces the Lexus RXL from the old generation RX. So now we have a proper 3-row. And this is, I guess I would say this is probably the biggest Lexus that you can purchase right now. My name is Eric, reporting to you from Austin, Texas at the launch of the TX and the GX. Let me know what else you want to see about this car. My name is Eric. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. See you in the next one.